I'm going to ask everybody if you would find a seat, please, so we can begin the program. All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Spring National Graduation Day. I'm Deborah Doherty, the Executive Director of the Northeast Region for Canine Companions. And every Canine Companions graduation serves as a significant milestone, marking the end of a long wait for clients and the beginning of a path towards enhanced independence. I'm glad you agree. And today, during this commencement season, we're celebrating 68 new teams across the country as they graduate with their service dogs, 10 of them with us here in the Northeast region. And today, Canine Companions is also celebrating a milestone. It's our 50th anniversary year. In 1975, 50 years ago, Canine Companions created the concept of the modern service dog. And shortly thereafter, the first service dog team graduated. Today, we also celebrate our dedicated puppy raisers across the country, all 1,187 of them, which is amazing. Along with our clients, we are so grateful for your selflessness in raising a puppy for 18 months for someone you haven't even met yet. We're also welcoming 216 puppies to our training centers across the country to begin the next leg of their journey towards their professional training in becoming a service dog. As well as our therapy dog volunteers has grown to 412 strong across the country. Each May, a volunteer from the region is recognized for their commitment and dedication to the Canine Companions mission. Today, Diane Ferguson is being conferred the National Board of Directors Regional Volunteer Award for the Northeast region. Diane, I'd like to invite you up. Where are you, Diane? Diane? Please join me at the stage. Today, so 31 years ago, Diane discovered the perfect solution to combining her love of animals and her desire to help others. She began volunteering with Canine Companions in 1994 and helped organize the first Long Island Dog Fest, which, as you know, has become our national signature event across the country. Not only has she chaired or co-chaired the event ever since, but also serves as a chapter leader, a fundraiser, a donor, team training lunch provider, and the list goes on endlessly. Diane said, no matter what may be happening in your life, there's always room for things that matter. And what matters to me is that I am a Canine Companions volunteer. And now we'd like to take a moment to honor, well, here, Diane, before I get into that, congratulations and thank you so much. And there's a little thing that goes here, and I think there's one to get. She said she'd accept as long as I didn't make her talk. And now we'd like to take a moment to honor the beginning of Canine Companions, so please enjoy the video in celebration of our 50th anniversary and 50 years of service dogs.
It all started with a groundbreaking mission. Canine Companions made history in 1975 by creating the concept of the modern service dog. Carrie Nouse became the first person with a disability to graduate with service dog Abdullah. Their journey as a team was just the beginning of what has since evolved into a global industry. 50 years later, and the mission of Canine Companions remains the same: to empower people with disabilities to live with greater independence.
When I started with my first dog in the program, the organization was very small, and it has just exploded with the number of people that they've been able to provide these exceptional dogs to.
More than 8,200 people to be exact. Canine Companions is now a national organization, but that wasn't always the case. It all started in a tiny facility in Santa Rosa, California.
It was the old custom glass building on Sebastopol Road where they sort of really started. Every time it rained, the fire department would come in and say, you gotta get out. The roof may cave in because it was a flat roof. Well, we got Jean Schultz on board. That was the start of really CCI when she came on board, because she donated 11 acres here, which is where we are now.
The barns, the pig barns, the farmhouses, one-room offices, all of those were really exciting times.
In 1988, the Labrador Golden Retriever Cross became the primary breed of Canine Companions. Before that,
We had every type of dog. We had smooth collies, we had poodles, corgis, Welsh corgis, and we even had a cardigan Welsh corgi.
as the organization continued to grow, so did the ability to make more types of placements. Canine Companions expanded the program in 1978 to place service dogs with people who were deaf or hard of hearing. In 2007, the Veterans Initiative was born, providing life-changing service dogs to injured U.S. war veterans.
Over the years, we've seen Canine Companions grow in many different avenues, from the initiation of our Veterans Dog program to the study that we did with the VA, being involved with that. Seeing the hearing dog and starting a hearing dog in the Southeast region was another milestone as well, and opening up that program to the East Coast.
Of course, a growing program meant a growing need for support. That's where the community came in. Jan Ellis has been volunteering with Canine Companions for over 30 years. She still remembers her first campus tour.
They had all the young dogs in training down below, and they were up on a balcony, and they just showered yellow tennis balls down on them, and they just sat there. They didn't move at all. They just, balls were bouncing all around. They were trained not to react. I was just amazed, and I said, where do I go to volunteer?
It's taken a team to make 50 years of independence possible. As we look toward the future of Canine Companions, who knows where we'll be in the next 50 years.
In the next 50 years, I hope that Canine Companions opens a campus on Mars.
These 50 years have been remarkable. We are full steam ahead, and we're only going to grow from there. We have donors, we have volunteers, we have graduates and puppy raisers that support this mission to their core, and we're only going to grow and get better, and I can't wait for what the future holds over the next 50 years, knowing that there are so many people out there in our communities that need our services.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. My name is Colleen Buckley, and I am the interim puppy program manager here at the Canine Companions Northeast region. Puppy raising is a beautiful, challenging, furry, and rewarding journey. Our volunteers are so special. They dedicate a year and a half of their lives to morning snuggles, late night potty breaks, many training sessions in between, just to pass these dogs back to us for the next stage of their journey. but our volunteers return over and over again, dedicated to our life-changing mission. Our puppy raisers come from all stages of life and from all over the Northeast, but they share a passion for our community and a dedication for helping others. Today, their hard work is done. Puppy raisers, as you prepare to pass your pup along to the training staff, we hope you know how much we all appreciate you. We hope you know that your hard work and your dedication are recognized, and we hope that you feel celebrated and feel proud. We promise to love your pups just as much as you do while they're on campus with us and to help them find their path. Thank you all for making our mission possible. Now, I would like to share the May Matriculation slideshow to highlight the dogs matriculating today and their amazing puppy raisers.
If I never told you how your love has turned me inside out, if I never told you how sweet the sound of your voice is music to my ears. It's the sound I long to hear. It melts away all my fears. Maybe the best thing I have done is learning to love someone like I love you, like I love you. Maybe the worst thing I could do is just assume you know it's true. So if I never told you, I love you. Your skin so smooth against my hand. To have you here with me now is to end. How do I begin to tell you all the things inside my head? There's so much I have left unsaid. If I've ever left you and I, let me lay down to rest. Maybe the best thing I have done is learning to love someone like I love you, like I love you. Maybe the worst thing I could do is just assume you know it's true. So if I never told you, I love you. So if I never told you, let me hold you, let me show you. Maybe the best thing I have done is learning to love someone like I love you, like I love you. Maybe the worst thing I could do is just if I never told you how your love has turned me inside out? If I never told you how sweet the sound of your voice is music to my ears. It's the sound I long to hear. It melts away all my fears. Maybe the best thing I have done is learning to love someone like I love you, like I love you. Maybe the worst thing I could do is just assume you know it's true. So if I never told you, I love you. Your skin so smooth against my head. To have you here with me now is to end, baby. How do I begin to tell you all the things inside my head? There's so much I have left unsaid. If I've ever left you and let me lay down to rest. Maybe the best thing I
To give some insight into the puppy raising journey, I would like to invite Wendy Ni to the stage to share her experience of what it's like to raise one of these special dogs. Wendy raised one of today's graduating dogs, Gonzalo. Please join me in welcoming Wendy to the stage.
Hi everyone, I'm Wendy. Less than a week ago, I graduated from the University of Pittsburgh with a bachelor's in rehab science, and now I'm pursuing a master's in athletic training there. During my time at Pitt, I raised 3 puppies. I picked up my first puppy, Neville the 7th, after finishing my freshman year, and he actually graduated as a successor service dog exactly a year ago. I picked up Gonzalo 5 days before school started my junior year, and the night before I had orientation for my athletic training program. And I'm currently raising Lua, who's somewhere over there, being handled by my sister, who I also roped into puppy raising. Puppy raising in college is probably the hardest yet most rewarding thing I've ever done. It's like having a built-in alarm clock, study buddy, dinner date, and best friend at all times. I mentioned how I got Gonzalo the night before I started my program. His flight was delayed, and so we got home from the airport close to midnight, and I was off to orientation the next morning at 8 a.m. Starting an accelerated master's program while raising a 7-week-old puppy was no easy task, but he quickly became a treasured member of my cohort, and suddenly my support system grew 22 people larger. Once he was old enough, he began attending class diligently each day, occasionally expressing his thoughts on 2-hour lectures through groans and yawns. He was such a patient model as we practiced our modalities and therapeutic interventions on him, and an absolute joy to everyone at my clinical rotations. I could probably write a book with how much I have to share about my puppy raising experience, but for now I'm just going to focus on how I was able to do it. Simply put, my community made this possible for me. Thank you, Lily and Nicole, for getting me started on this wild journey and sticking by me throughout. My countless step-at pit sitters for spending their time caring for my pups, and especially Anisha, Zoe, and Alexis as they got to know all 3 of my dogs. Mina and Abby for being the best aunties to all my dogs. The Pit Athletic Training Program for cherishing and providing the pups with such unique socialization experiences. The Canine Companions community and friends I've made online who are so quick to offer help whenever and wherever needed. My family, especially our Golden Retriever Hunter, for their unwavering love, support, and mostly acceptance, Hunter, towards every puppy I bring home. And my best friend Emma, who's been with me through thick and thin and has raised each of my dogs as best friends. Puppy raising in itself takes a village, but especially as a college student juggling school and life. So I want to acknowledge and thank all the people who have contributed to my and my pups' success. To finish, I want to congratulate everybody in this room. Puppy raisers of matriculating dogs, all your hard work has led you to this moment where you get to send them off to excel to their fullest potential. Puppy raisers of graduating dogs, this is why we do it. Finally, we get to see the puppies we raise find their forevers and change lives for the better. Graduates who spent the past 2 weeks working tirelessly to bond with and learn how to work alongside their new partners. Trainers who love each of these dogs as their own and transform them into these miracles. All the volunteers and staff on campus, and last but not least, all the friends and family along for the ride. We may each have a different role, but we're all united by our devotion to these dogs and the Canine Companions mission. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Canine Companions is also grateful for the staff and volunteers involved in our breeding program. Our breeding program is based out of Canine Companions headquarters in Santa Rosa, California. Each quarter, we select new breeder dogs from the recently matriculated puppies, and today we would like to recognize the volunteers that make that possible. Our breeding program is a necessary component to ensure the success of our service dogs. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating our newest breeders. All right, I would now like to ask the puppy raisers of matriculating puppies to quietly line up outside according to those numbers and colors on your name tag. I would also like to invite Mike Alisea, instructor assistant, up to the stage to help with certificates. While they line up outside, I would like to take a minute to recognize all of the raisers and the puppies who matriculated early or could not be present today. Angel the 7th, raised by Mimi Merton and Wendy and Tom Pascal in Lebanon, New Jersey and Williston Park, New York. Angel is their first and 7th puppy. Cashew the 3rd, raised by Karen and Stan Reeves from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. Cashew is their 16th puppy. Daler, raised by Paul DeFendini and Deb Rogers in Farmingdale, New York and Riverhead, New York. Daler is their first and 5th puppy and is named for the Farmingdale School District. Glowbud the 3rd, raised by Sharon and Charlie Shoemaker in Columbia, Maryland. Glowbud is their 9th puppy, and he's named by Ellen and Barbara Lockwood. Sprout the 3rd, raised by Tina Minazzi in Fishkill, New York. Sprout is her 2nd puppy. Ravioli, raised by Dorothy Marino in Hampton Bays, New York. Ravioli is Dorothy's 2nd puppy. Royce the 5th, raised by Dennis, Louise, and Kim Bratnick in Beechwood, New Jersey. Royce is their 8th puppy, and Royce turned in early because the Bratnicks are also graduating today. Trione the 3rd, raised by Deborah Roy and Marissa Bem in Richmond, Virginia. Trione is their 1st puppy. Wade the 8th, raised by the McCool family in Midlothian, Virginia. Wade is their 7th puppy. Wombat, raised by Susan and Rich Bradley in Ellicott, Maryland. Wombat is their 6th puppy. For the 33 puppies matriculating today, the next step in their journey is 6 to 9 months of professional training. Here, they'll sharpen the skills taught by their puppy raisers, learn more advanced and complicated things, all while getting the chance to play with friends, go on field trips, and let their personalities shine. Our training team is so excited to get to know their new friends in the coming weeks. All right, the first puppy that we're going to call up is Alba the 4th, raised by Tracy, Jim, and Josh Rogers in Isle of Palm, South Carolina. Alba is their 5th puppy. Brooke the 5th, raised by Kelly and Ken Goss in South Berwick, Maine. Brooke is their 5th puppy. Carver the 3rd, raised by Maggie Dealey in Winchester, Virginia. Carver is her 7th puppy. Charlene the 3rd, raised by the Lettinen family in Glen Allen, Virginia. Carver is their 6th puppy. Cosmo the 4th, raised by Sidney Francescelli and Ethan Coate at Franklin Pierce University in Rindge, New Hampshire. Cosmo is their 1st puppy. Dante the 5th, raised by Ann and Bob Benson, Patricia and Bob Potts, and Jane Nagy in New Milford, New Jersey and Branchburg, New Jersey. Dante is their 16th, 3rd, and 28th puppy. Eddie the 4th, raised by Sharon and Chrissy Nichols in Horseheads, New York. Eddie is their 21st puppy. Fozzie, raised by Kate Johnson and Emily Peoples in Vienna, Virginia and Newark, Delaware. Fozzie is their 1st and 3rd puppy. Fresco the 2nd, raised by Jada Banks and Dave Banks in Mannequin Sabat, Virginia. Fresco is their 1st puppy. Gabrielle IV, raised by Alex Hart at Yukon and Tracy Hart in Milford, Connecticut. Gabrielle is their first puppy. Jem VII, raised by Chris and Grace Ann Cashin in Bowie, Maryland. Jem is their second puppy. Halima II, raised by Katrina Rakusan at UPitt, Ryan Muirholes at Yukon, and Lisa Goldman in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Fair Lawn, New Jersey, and Huntington, New York. Halima is their second, first, and fifth puppy. Jasper VIII, raised by Vivica Lamort in Elmhurst, New York. Jasper is her second puppy. Jedi III, raised by Erin and Carol Ann Mullen, Andrew Wright and Kieran Gadella at Yukon, and Melissa Murray Bailey in Narrowsburg, New Virginia, Storrs, Connecticut, and Fairhaven, New Jersey. Jedi is their ninth, first, and second puppy. Kahanu, raised by Tammy Erickson and Ray Stone in the Plains, Virginia. Kahanu is the first puppy. Cleo, raised by Colleen and Richard Roberts in Middleburg, Virginia. Cleo is their 17th puppy. Luke IX, raised by Jonathan Elks in Brooklyn, New York. Luke is Jonathan's first puppy. Napoleon IV, raised by Andrew Chippendale and Daniel Turner in Round Hill, Virginia. Napoleon is their first puppy. Phelan, raised by Lisa Fetter and Roy Kowalski in Plainsboro, New Jersey. Phelan is both of their fourth puppies. Starla II, raised by Helena and Tim Mahoney in Exeter, New Hampshire. Starla is their third and ninth puppy. Valen, raised by Maura O'Leary in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Valen is her second puppy. Vernie II, raised by Ann Johnson and Joanna Johnson in Belmore, New York. Vernie is their eighth puppy. And Wander II, raised by John Hassett in Marblehead, Massachusetts. Wander is John's second puppy. Congratulations to all of our puppy raisers with matriculating puppies. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the May 2025 graduation. My name's Kimberly Doyle, and I, alongside with Winona Fuller, Robin Liberty, and Ellie Dubecki, have had the pleasure of teaching this class over the past 2 weeks. Whatever brings you to this room, in person or via live stream, we are so happy to have you here. To our puppy raisers, volunteers, and donors, we extend a special thank you. Our mission could not be possible without all of you. We'd like to share with you a taste of what class has been like for the past 2 weeks. All right, guys, while we're working out some technical difficulties of our slide show, all right, so while we're working out those technical difficulties, and we're going to let the slideshow play after, what we're going to do is bring up our class speaker, Noah Hogland, to share with us his thoughts and what he thought of team training. So Noah, you can come on up.
Okay. So looks like I was Plan B. Well, giving the graduation speech may have been easier when I was 11 years old, over 10 years ago, but I'm privileged to speak with all of you today. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us on this joyous occasion, and thank you to the fantastic trainers and superb staff and volunteers, seen and unseen, who made all this experience possible. Thank you to the rest of my graduating class of May 2025. And also this would not be possible. And I would like to also thank the generous donors and dedicated puppy raisers. So the process of raising a canine companion dog from born in California to being raised across the country to advanced training to going to someone like me is genuinely a beautiful thing. These trainers are real matchmakers in this process. It truly is impressive how they can assess individuals' needs and identify which dog would be best for them. I remember just last Tuesday being called up and matched with my new dog, Lefty the Third, and thinking how perfect it is. Made all the eyes fade away as my new best friend gave me big doggy kisses. The evolution of my bond with Lefty has been incredible over the course of team training, and I'm forever grateful to everyone who had a part in it. It's been a pleasure to spend the last 2 weeks with such delightful and amazing people, except when we play card games after class. That's brutal. I appreciate learning and team training in the mornings and conversations in the evenings. While this wasn't the first puppy rodeo for a lot of people in my class, I know it's still a unique and gratifying experience for all. The strength and resilience of these individuals everyone to know has been inspiring to be a part of. While some of the marker words have changed and methods of handling altered, many things have remained the same. There is still an incredible group of people whose lives will forever be changed for the better. There are still encouraging trainers who will earnestly lecture you on not letting your dog become overweight. There is still amazing staff who have generously provided unconditional support. And I'm once again nervously giving a speech at graduation. It's been over 10 years since I've received a service dog from Canine Companions, so this experience has felt particularly special to me as an adult. This has also been even more meaningful since my last dog, Happy the Third, recently passed away a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Happy had supported me when I was a kid, both physically and emotionally. Not only would she help support me when I fall, but lift up my spirits when I was feeling down. She was like a bridge for human connection, especially for a disabled kid like myself. Having a Canine Companions dog provided a sense of autonomy I greatly desired when I was younger. While I've made many memories with my old dog, I'm excited to make many more with Lefty. And it's a very fitting name for a dog. For those of you who don't know, he has a little white spot on his left paw. This is a life-changing time for anyone who engages with the organization. I'm forever grateful for the memories I've made and the memories that I will make in the future. I'm even more excited to continue to work with Canine Companions through other events and local opportunities. Once again, thank you to everyone who made these last 2 weeks possible for us.
Thank you so much, Noah, for those kind words. It looks like our video is working now. Great. So we are going to take a look at what these past 2 weeks were like. Let's roll them.
Kim, y'all. Anyone who is in team training knows that technical issues are just part of the week, so this is a real taste of team training for you guys. Right. I'd first like to welcome Noah H. to the stage, please. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge Noah's previous service dog, Happy the Third, for her 8 years of service. Noah came to team training, he was just a kid. He graduated as a facilitated service team with Mom handling Service Dog Happy. This time around, Noah is all grown up and has done a fantastic job stepping into his role as the sole handler. He was looking for an active, on-the-go dog who loves to work and play. Lefty fit the bill, always offering to tug, push, and get at every opportunity. They have already become a wonderful partnership, and we know their team will continue to thrive. Successor service dog Lefty the Third was raised by Paige Marino. Lefty was her third puppy. She is here to present him today. As we welcome our next team to the stage, Noah and facilitator Joy, we'd ask you all that you silence your applause. No celebration. Everybody hear me? Do I see some shaking of heads? Okay, we are just going to smile and be happy. All right, they'll be coming in through the door shortly. Noah enjoys reading, playing video games, and interacting with his cats and chickens. He is looking for a calm friend to spend time with and to provide him reassurance. Eugene was the perfect match. He stays calm by Noah's side from campus routes to video games in the dorm. His soulful eyes and gentle wags show us that he knows Noah is his boy. Service dog Eugene V was raised by Ben and Vicki Everett. This is the first puppy, and they're here to present him today. And they're coming up right over there. There comes Eugene. Congratulations, guys. Thank you so much, guys. And you can get your certificates over by Mike. Next, I would like to invite Javier to the stage. We'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge Javier's previous service dog, Delbert, for his 9 years of service. Javier has worked with multiple Canine Companions dogs over the years, but that didn't dull his enthusiasm or openness to learning new things when coming into team training this time around. A professor, photographer, and beekeeper, Javier was looking for a companion to help him with dropped items, turn on lights, and open doors. Enter Gonzalo, a big boy with a big heart. Gonzalo eagerly dives to retrieve things for his new best friend. We are so excited to see all that this team will accomplish. Successor service dog Gonzalo was raised by Wendy Ni. Gonzalo was her second puppy, and she is here to present him today.
Kim, Dennis, and Louise, please make your way to the stage. As they're making their way up, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge Kim's previous service dog, Gretel III, for her 9 years of service. We would also like to recognize the Bratnick family for the many puppies they have raised, in particular working in raising Royce and matriculating him today. It is truly a full circle moment to have them matriculate and graduate on the same day. Kim is a Disney girl as well as an active participant in Canine Companions community and other volunteer opportunities. She came to class for her third dog, hoping for a friend to stay by her side and help with dropped items and closed doors. Apollo's sweet nature made him the perfect choice. He quickly bonded with Kim, following her and enjoying to take kibbles gently from her hand. They are blossoming. Successor service dog Apollo V was co-raised by Liesl Townsend and Bonnie Stenson. Apollo is Liesl's 14th puppy and Bonnie's 23rd puppy. They are here to present him today. Next, I would like to invite up Sergeant Lori Daughters to come to the stage. As the sergeant in charge of community relations for the Anne Arundel Police Department, Lori was looking for a dog that loves to be loved. Raz couldn't have been more enthusiastic about the assignment. Together, they are going to be a perfect blend of serious business and joyful play. We know that they will bring comfort and connection to the community that they serve together. Facility dog Raz was co-raised by Carol Naran and Bill Bagioli. She is Carol and Bill's first puppy, and they are here to present her today. Ryan, please make your way to the stage. As Ryan heads up, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge Ryan's previous service dog, Pico II, for his 10 years of service. Ryan is active in disability advocacy and enjoys attending concerts and baseball games.
He came to class looking for a dog to retrieve dropped items and open doors. Lovey stepped up to the plate and immediately knocked it out of the park. From day one, Lovey has been there scooping up dropped keys, enjoying playtime, and checking in with eager eyes. They have already grown so much as a team, and we can't wait to see how far they will go. Successor service dog Lovey III was raised by the Shockley family. She is the second puppy they have raised. Unfortunately, they were unable to make it today, so here to present Lovey is her puppy raiser's friend of the family, Kelly Goss. Next, I would like to invite up Claire and Amy to please join us up on stage. A writer, reader, and crafter, Claire is a creative girl who dreamed of having a furry best friend to increase her independence. Enter Doreen, a love bug who slips seamlessly into her role as friend and helper. Claire plans to utilize Doreen's skills in her daily therapies, including aqua therapy. We all know they will go far as they just keep swimming along together. Service dog Doreen V was raised by Renee and Trip Whalen. This is their first puppy they raised, and they're here to present her today. Chris, please join on stage. As he makes his way up, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge Chris's previous service dog, Twix, for his 9 years of service. A quiet guy with a big smile, Chris came to team training looking for an active dog with a loving and playful personality. Bowen jumped at the chance, ready to take on his new job as gym spotter, Lego retriever, and tugger of laundry baskets. Bowen is absolutely delighted by Chris's warm, sincere praise when he completes a task. They're crushing it. Service dog Bowen III was raised by Laura Asaf, Danny Gibney, and John and David Zabrowski. Laura and Danny have raised 5 puppies. This is John and David's first puppy, and they are here to present him today.
Crystal and Jason, please join me on stage. A college student who enjoys going camping with his family, Dylan came to Canine Companions to find his new best friend. He was looking for a dog to increase his independence by opening doors, picking up dropped items, and providing deep pressure. Phaedra was the perfect match. A gentle soul who loves to cuddle as much as she loves to work. Phaedra will make the perfect adventure buddy for Dylan. We can't wait to hear about all they see and do together. Service dog Phaedra II was raised by Jennifer Lentz. This is her first puppy, and she's here to present her today. And last but not least, Alex, can you join me on stage? Keswick School is no stranger to the Canine Companions facility dogs, and Alex is excited to onboard another furry coworker. He was looking for a dog that would be a sense of comfort and normalcy to the boys he cares for. Sweet Delia makes everyone she encounters feel loved. Her interactive tasks and propensity for belly rubs are sure to bring some joy. Facility dog Delia V was raised by Christina Ackley and Pam Ackley. Delia is their sixth puppy they have raised, and they are here to present her today. Congratulations to the graduating class of May 2025. All right, everyone, so that concludes our services and celebration today. I want to congratulate all the graduates, all the puppy raisers of the dogs that graduated today, and thank all the puppy raisers who are turning in after this. And I'd also like to take a moment to just thank our donors who are also in the room. If we could have a round of applause for them. Congratulations to Diane, and I want to wish the moms in the room a very happy Mother's Day and a safe travels home to all. Thank you.